Have you ever dreamed of a smartphone with zero bezels, a truly edgeless display? What if we told you the iPhone 16 Pro Max makes that sci-fi fantasy a reality? Yeah, you heard that right. Can you believe it's been over 6 years since Apple first introduced the iPhone X with its stunning edge-to-edge display and Face ID? That was a game changer back in 2017, and Apple has continued to push the boundaries of smartphone design with each new release. But this year, they're taking things to a whole new level with the iPhone 16 Pro Max. We're talking about a display that will make every other phone on the market look positively ancient in comparison. You know how every phone has those pesky bezels around the screen? Those little borders that serve no purpose other than to remind you that your phone isn't quite as sleek and seamless as it could be. Well, Apple is about to make bezels a thing of the past with the iPhone 16 Pro Max. According to leaks from the ultra-reliable Setsuna Digital, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will have the world's narrowest bezels on a smartphone, like insanely narrow. We're talking about just 1.153 millimeters wide on all four sides of the display. To put that into perspective, the current iPhone 14 Pro Max has bezels that are around 1.8 millimeters wide. So we're looking at a reduction of nearly 40% in bezel width with the iPhone 16 Pro Max. That's just mind-blowing. Now, you might be thinking, why does bezel width even matter? Isn't it just a minor cosmetic detail? Well, my friends, it matters a whole lot when it comes to creating an immersive, uninterrupted viewing experience. Think about it. When you're watching a movie or playing a game on your phone, those bezels are like little black bars around the edge of the screen, constantly reminding you that you're looking at a display, not a seamless window into another world. But with bezels that are just over 1 millimeter wide, the iPhone 16 Pro Max display will practically melt into the phone's frame, creating an almost borderless canvas for your content. It'll be like looking through a portal into whatever you're watching or playing. Of course, achieving such incredible thin bezels is not such an easy feat. It requires some serious engineering wizardry and cutting-edge manufacturing techniques. According to reports, Apple will be using a technology called border reduction structure, BRS, to make this happen. Essentially, BRS involves bending the wiring and circuitry near the edge of the display downwards, allowing the bezels to be even thinner without compromising the functionality of the screen. Now, Apple has reportedly faced some challenges in implementing BRS due to yield issues during production. But it seems they've finally cracked the code, and the results are going to be nothing short of stunning. But wait, there's more. The incredibly thin bezels on the iPhone 16 Pro Max are just the start of what promises to be a truly mind-blowing visual experience. We're also expecting the phone to feature an even larger display than its predecessor, with rumors suggesting a massive 6.9-inch OLED panel. Combine that with the near borderless design, and you've got a screen real estate that's going to make even the most epic movies and games feel like they're spilling out beyond the edges of the phone. And let's not forget about Apple's industry-leading display technology. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is rumored to feature an even brighter, more color-accurate, and higher contrast display than the already exceptional panels on the iPhone 14 Pro models. We're talking about HDR capabilities that will make your favorite movies and shows look more vibrant and lifelike than ever before. Inky blacks, punchy colors, and a level of detail that will make you feel like you're right there in the scene. But it's not just about visual fidelity. It's about the overall user experience. With those incredibly thin bezels, you'll be able to fully immerse yourself in whatever you're watching or playing without any distractions or interruptions. No more accidentally touching the edges of the display and accidentally minimizing your video or triggering some unwanted function. With the iPhone 16 Pro Max, it'll just be you and the content, seamlessly blending together in a way that will make you forget you're even holding a phone. Of course, achieving such an impressive display isn't just about cramming in more pixels or pushing the limits of screen technology. It's also about the overall design of the phone, and it's here that the iPhone 16 Pro Max is truly going to shine. We're expecting Apple to continue their trend of creating sleek, premium-feeling devices that are both gorgeous to look at and a pleasure to hold and use. The rumored design for the iPhone 16 Pro Max includes a seamless, rounded aluminum frame that will seamlessly blend into the glass back and front panels, creating a virtually unbroken surface that will feel like it was carved from a single block of premium material. And let's not forget about the camera module. Apple has always been at the forefront of smartphone photography, and the iPhone 16 Pro Max is sure to raise the bar even further. We're hearing whispers of a massive camera bump that will house an impressive array of lenses and sensors, including an upgraded primary camera, an ultra-wide lens, and a telephoto lens with even greater optical zoom capabilities than before. But here's the kicker. Despite the massive camera module, the overall design of the iPhone 16 Pro Max is rumored to be even sleeker and more streamlined than its predecessor, thanks in part to those incredibly thin bezels. So you'll be getting a phone that's not only a powerhouse when it comes to photography and videography, but also a design marvel that will turn heads wherever you go. But as impressive as the iPhone 16 Pro Max's display and design are shaping up to be, it's the overall user experience that will truly set this phone apart from the competition. We all know that Apple has a knack for creating devices that just work, with seamless integration between hardware and software that makes even the most complex tasks feel effortless. And with the iPhone 16 Pro Max, we're expecting that level of polish and refinement to be taken to new heights. For starters, the combination of that massive, nearly borderless display and the powerful A18 Bionic chip, or whatever Apple decides to call their next-gen processor, is going to make everything from gaming to multitasking feel like a breeze. Imagine being able to run multiple apps side by side on that expansive canvas with no bezels or distractions to break the immersion. Or being able to dive into the latest console-quality games with graphics and performance that will make you forget you're playing on a phone. But it's not just about raw power. It's about how that power is harnessed and put to use in ways that enhance the overall user experience. We're expecting Apple to continue refining and improving features like Face ID, which will likely be even faster and more secure on the iPhone 16 Pro Max thanks to upgraded sensors and algorithms. And then there's the software side of things. With iOS 18, we're bound to see even more seamless integration between the iPhone 16 Pro Max and other Apple devices, as well as new features and improvements that will make the user experience even smoother and more intuitive. Whether it's improvements to Siri, better multitasking capabilities, or new accessibility features that make the iPhone even more inclusive and user-friendly, you could bet that Apple will be pulling out all the stops to ensure that the iPhone 16 Pro Max isn't just a technical marvel, but also a joy to use on a daily basis. Lastly, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is shaping up to be an absolute game-changer in the world of smartphones. And those incredibly thin bezels are just the tip of the iceberg. From its massive, nearly borderless display to its sleek and premium design, this phone is going to be a visual feast for the eyes. But it's not just about looks, it's about the overall user experience, which promises to be unrivaled thanks to the combination of cutting-edge hardware and software. Of course, all of this comes at a premium price tag, as is always the case with Apple's top-of-the-line devices. But for those who demand the very best and are willing to pay for it, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is shaping up to be worth every penny. Just imagine whipping out that sleek, seamless slab of tech and watching the envious looks on your friends' faces. Yeah, that's right, world's thinnest bezels right here, you'll casually mention as they marvel at the stunning display that seems to melt into the phone's edges. Of course, they'll try to play it cool, but deep down, you know they'll be itching to get their hands on the iPhone 16 Pro Max and experience that borderless beauty for themselves. Well, that's all for today, so go ahead, bask in the glory of your trend-setting ways. After all, you've earned it by investing in a phone that doesn't just push the boundaries of what's possible, it obliterates them.